We're going back to late 60s, early 70s. The band is Cream with Eric Clapton, and the song is Layla. Then the lead part, which is a lot higher, is going to be something like this. Nice pinch harmonic options, nice string bending options, nice pentatonic riffs, etc, etc. So before we go any further, please make sure you've got a copy of the PDF that you can work along with me. And we're going to start off with this part here, the introduction. Nice power chords inside there as well. So we're going to zoom in now onto your fretting hand. And let's take it step by step through as per the PDF. Now the introduction, this part here, is actually the bottom tab on your PDF page, because I originally did it for the lead part, but then I discovered that the rhythm riff was actually pretty cool as well. So we're going to start it with the open A string, your 5th string open. You can hear and see it vibrate there. And we're going to do a hammer-on from that open to fret 3. So it should sound like this. And you can see I'm using my first finger, my fingers are sort of numbered. And then after doing those 2 notes, you go across to your 4th string. You can see and hear that, that's your D string. And we're going to hammer on that and pull it off. So slow motion, pick, hammer on and pull off. Like that. So the first 5 notes should sound like this. Make sure that you've got no string noise, nice clean notes. And you finish off with a 3 like that on your 5th string. Now just to show you the hammer on and pull off a bit better, I've changed the angle a bit there so you can see my picking hand, and you can see when I am picking, like picking now, and then you can see with that hammer on, I didn't pick again. When I go to the 4th string, you can see my pick moving down there, pick, hammer, pull off. And then back to the 5th string. So one more time slow. And that's your intro riff before we go to the power chords. With the power chords, we're looking at the part that goes like this. Now on the playing of the power chords, I'm just putting my middle and ring finger down so you can see the placement of my first and pinky fingers. I'll normally have it like this. It just feels really comfortable and doesn't look like there's any effort involved, because there's not. Now definitely use fingers 1 and pinky, or 1 and ring, 1 and 3rd. So either do this or do with the pinky. I found sort of like a 50-50 split between the two, so I don't really mind which one's your favorite. Okay, but we're going to go from this, from fret 5, and I'm calling out the root note. In other words, the note the chord's played from 5th fret. That note is D. That's a double strum. You can see it on the tab, it says D5 there, and there's a 5 and 7, and there's a double strum. Then a passing C down to a B flat. Okay, so slow motion. Now here comes the fun part. Without moving the pinky or the ring finger, remember we said we can play our power chords like this, or we could play our power chords like that. I like the pinky, but either way, whichever finger you've got there, don't move him. You then play the open 5th string, then you fret 1 again, and then you jump up to the C. So you've got 3 notes in succession, and then you do a similar maneuver back to the open, to the 3 this time, and then jump up to 5. So similar maneuver on the guitar. Open, 1st, jump, open, 3rd, jump. And if you put that in succession now with your D, you're going to have this. And a little bit of palm damping on that. Sounds quite cool. And then let your chord ring. So it sounds quite sweet. Just quickly on the palm damping technique, I'm not playing the typical Strat style bridge that I normally play on, sort of like a Les Paul style. No, this is not a Gibson, this is a real guitar. Okay, sorry to the Gibson people, just kidding. Resting your palm on the bridge over here, so it gives a bit of damping. You can hear the note is there, but it's slightly muffled. And when I go to the chord, I hop the hand up, so you can see there. You can hear the difference in sound as I lift my hand. Mute, mute, no mute. sweet. So I'm going to go, and that sounds quite sweet. Now the fun part is to join that opening riff together with the power chords. So slow motion. And of course you want speed at the end of it. So if you want to try and take a jam with me quickly at sort of close to full speed, 2, 3, 4. That's a really nice riff to master. Now we're going to go up to the high end. And there's quite a few ways to play this, so let's zoom in a bit closer. This riff is based on the D minor pentatonic scale, which should look and sound something like this, starting at fret number 10, fret number 13. I'm just putting my fingers back so you can see the fingers placement a bit easier. So these, like I said, I'd also normally have like this, but the scale is going to go 10, 13, 10, 12, 10, 12 again, another 10, 12, and 10, 13, and another 10, 13. So here's your D minor penta. Now the last 4 notes, that's actually the opening riff for your song, but it's just really, really quick. Okay. And then you're going to jump to fret 13 and you're going to bend it up a tone. So it's a big bend, and you can hear my note was ringing quite nicely there. Notice I'm supporting my middle finger. I'm doing the bend with the middle, you can see nicely there, but my first finger is supporting it for strength. So, and jumps up to that, comes down onto the 12, 13 on the second string, and you can go down to 10 over here like this. So you can do this. Onto the 10, but this 10 is the same as that 15. So same note. 15 on the second, 10 on the first. So I can go. So I can jump up to there too. So whichever you think or feels better, if you prefer the feel of, or if you feel this one, I don't mind. I actually like the slide. I think the slide's quite sweet. And you could also, if you wanted to, take this 13 and bend it up as well. So you can do this, third option. Nice little bend there, you can choose. Now the second riff starts off the same. So you start off with the same that you just did. But instead of going to 13, you now go to 15, the dotted fret in this case. And it's going to be bend it up a tone to sound like the 17, let it come back down, and then everything after that, 12, 13 and 15 is the same. So your second riff and the two together is going to look something like this. I'm going to try and get the picking hand into view as well now. Bit of a different angle here. Slow motion first, both riffs. Pinch the money if it comes in, that's pretty sweet. It's not an optional, or is optional, sorry, it's not compulsory. And it's speed, 1, 2, 3, 4. And be quite generous with your vibrato as well. It sounds quite sweet. So I hope you enjoyed this song. Make sure you get a nice high gain to it, and just have some fun. Hope you enjoyed this one. Have a wonderful week. Take care.